I ask you all to close your eyes for a moment of this precious construct called time. I ask you to allow God's breath to be inhaled through this construct of a body. And then I ask you to exhale. And as you exhale, repeat to yourself, I am. Take another inhale and breathe in and say, God is. And then as you exhale, state, I am. Once again, breathe in, God is. And exhale, I am. This brief moment of stillness, this pause in between the exhale and the inhale, that is the moment of pure love. That is the moment of pure creation. The mind becomes silent, the heart becomes open, and you know that the truth is that as God is, I am. There is no greater truth. There is nowhere else to look. You need only look to your breath. It disengages the mind. It opens the heart. It aligns you with the will of God. So at any moment during your journeys, should you become confused, should you become anxious, you need only close your eyes to the madness of this world and come within, beloveds, and breathe in, God is, and then breathe out, I am. Everything that you want and everything that you need exists within this cycle of breath. Everything that you are, everything that you've ever desired exists within this cycle of breath. You have lessons upon lessons to help you to train to quiet your mind. Let the breath accompany them. You have this journey of the way of the heart to indeed teach you lessons of desire, of intentionality, of allowance and surrender. It is indeed an active process of humbling the ego, of knowing that it is not your will, but God's will be done. And when your prayer is, thy will be done, you engage the aspect of you that is indeed the servant. You know that this journey that we've undertaken, beloveds, has 5 parts to it. There are more to come. The last part is the way of the servant. When you come to recognize that your entire existence is dedicated, committed, and created to be of service to God, you surrender your own desires and you come to live the desire that you were created to express in the world. The creativity that you are, the paintings that you paint, the words that you speak, the words that you draw, the gardens that you plant, the homes that you decorate, the lives that you transform, the hearts that you open, the eyes that you open, the ears that you open to the words that you speak and the words that you share, to the beings that you come upon and you say, ah, I see that you have a little bit of energy that is stuck. It is much like picking a piece of lint off of someone's shirt of a beloved. You would walk up to them and you would say, let me remove this hair, this piece of lint, this thing that has borne weight upon you, that has made you forget who you are. And you stand as a beloved mirror and you say, ah, I indeed remember you, for I remember myself. I remember my relationship to the divine. I remember my relationship with God, for the truth that I know is that God is and I am, and you live within that truth. And whether it is an enormous boulder of energy that has been trapped within their beingness, or it is a hair or a speck of dust, you help to lighten their load. You help to release them from the burden that they have borne, and you become the servant. You live the way of the servant, and you take responsibility for the entire universe, and you say, I created this, and I will love this as my own. And you love as God loves. And you are the very embodiment of the love of God. You are the very will that God extends. You are the very light. You are the way showers and the light workers. You have been given tools, beloved, that were passed on, that were channeled, that were gifted. And you now use those gifts and those tools not only to help yourselves, but to help others. You extend your heart, you muster courage, and you say, may I help you with that? You lay your hands upon another and you bestow light to them. You correct your mind of them and you allow the correction to occur within the mind of God. You correct your own mind about what you have considered yourself to be. You find your worth, you find your value, you find your place in the universe, and you are brought to your knees with the beauty and the love and the majesty of every being that stands before you. Everyone that you see, everyone that you know, every thought that you think becomes in alignment with the will of God, with the mind of God, for you cannot think with any other mind. And know that you are ushered upon your journey home to live in the light and the love and the truth of all that is holy and all that is divine. For that is your very countenance, beloveds. That is the very truth of you. You have surrendered yourself to be a servant of God. And with humility and with grace, you have the deepest gratitude for the blessings that life is, that this existence is. And then you come to recognize that all the different expressions of you and all the different embodiments of you are but one moment of pure love. And you say, I am that love. Use me as you would. And you fall so deeply and madly in love with yourselves because you have remembered yourself as the creation of God. And you say, God, what would you have me do? God says, I would have you come to this realm, to this third little rock from the sun. And I would have you bring messages of love through your creativity. Find the desire that was planted, the seed that was planted that you are, and allow that to blossom. Allow the world to see you as you are. And know that I am with you, for I blossomed, and I am here to water you, to nurture you, to shine sunlight upon you, so that you know that it is your time to bloom. If you knew the support and the love that surrounds you, that is you, allow yourselves to let all of the judgment fall away, beloveds. Allow yourselves to remember and come back together as one. My blessings are upon you. I love you. Thank you for your forgiveness and allow me to grant you mine. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks this entire dimension. So forgive swiftly and broadly and deeply. With all the love in the world, I say blessings to you, beloveds, and I will speak with you again.